Hi guys, and welcome to Brittany Henderson Creative Arts. Thanks for being here. So if you're new to my channel, then you probably don't know yet that I am a new artist on a brand new journey, and I've noticed some things about traditional and digital art that I think are worth noting and deciding which one that you should choose. So stick around to hear some of my tips on which one to go with. Each medium works well in different genres and careers. So digital is automatically perfect for marketing or, different types of graphic novel or animated looks. But for me, it just made sense. It made sense because of the different looks that I like and what I was going for to go with traditional starting out. So that's what I chose in that. You can always, if you really like digital, you like the feel of using a tablet or something like that, then I would say, you can definitely make it work with traditional, but it's just going to automatically be a little easier if you start out with something that the look of it renders well for the style that you have in mind. Traditional art is a little bit more of a process to upload and share than digital art is going to be because you have added steps because it's not already in a digital form. So I have to take pictures of the art and then upload them. Depending on where I'm going to upload, I have to make edits to them, try to figure out what dimensions I'm going to make them in, try to make them look as close to the original as possible after I've already taken a photo, because that's going to change some of the lighting and different things. So I'm trying to get them as close as I can to the original drawing that I did, and then upload them with the right dimensions depending on where I'm going to upload them to. That all takes a few extra steps because I have to put it into different editing apps, and then I have to upload them to whichever site. So there's going to be a few more steps than if you're already working with something that's already on digital. So that's one thing to consider. It's just a nice convenience. It's definitely a pro for digital, but it's not too much extra when you go with traditional art. So the next thing I want to touch on for a minute is knowing both enhances skills. What I really like about, the art space is that you can really play around a lot with different mediums and still be really developing your current craft. So if I want to stop for a second and work on watercolor, which is something I haven't done but I'm considering doing, that's something that, you're still going to be developing your skill. It's not like you've completely shifted to something else. So if you can eventually work with learning a little bit about digital and traditional, I think it definitely can help broaden your scope as an artist. But of course, if that's something you're not interested in and you just spend your time with traditional, of course, just really honing in on that is going to help you to be really good at that skill. So it's not so much about like you have to, one's necessarily better than the other. I would like to eventually know quite a little bit about different areas, but really specialize in certain ones because I know there's just not enough time to learn everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I plan on doing Draw With Me style videos either along with different talking topics that I come up with in the coming weeks and months, but also planning on doing some just sit down and draw with me, maybe just more chill conversation, not any specific topic, or possibly just doing draw with me videos without any talking. So this is still new in the works. So if there are certain things you prefer to see, let me know down in the comments section. I'd love to try to take into consideration what you want to see and try to figure out how to implement that into what I plan and envision for this channel. Go check out my new Etsy shop that I have. I'd love it if you would take a few minutes to check that out, as well as my Instagram, and just follow me along this art journey. If you're art journeying yourself, then maybe we can both be a little more company to each other. Go check out my channels in the description. I'll see you all again next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.